Let us wait for another 2 minutes. Almost 42 have joined now. You can pin your screen to my another device, my mobile device, so that my paper will be visible for you. Yeah, let me start the today's session. Yeah, good morning, students.
Good morning.
Good
Yeah,
morning, ma'am.
yes, we'll start with the today's session. And today, what we are going to see is a line coding. Have you seen the video on line coding in the Moodle? Already a video lecture on line coding in three parts have been put in the video as a video lecture video in YouTube. Hope you have gone through that. There are many types in it, and we discussed on the power spectral density and all. Still, few people have got uh, want to clear the doubts in it, and it's a most important topic in your digital communication. Okay, let me start with the line coding. Do you know what is line coding? Any idea about line coding? What is line coding? Or in other words, the first thing, the source coding. The first block in your digital communication. Once you get the signal from the transducer, you pass it on through the source coding block. What you do there? Followed by the channel coding. You can put it on the chat box. Okay. What you do in line coding is you are going to convert the sequence binary sequence of bits into corresponding waveforms. Okay. For example, if it is
Screen is not
1011,
clear, ma'am.
now are you able to see the screen? Just a minute.
Little blur, ma'am.
Little blur. Now, ma, is it okay now?
Okay, ma'am.
I think it's somewhat clear now. Yes. Suppose if you are having a binary sequence 1011, this sequence can be put onto a digital signal. Okay. What you call a digital signal as a waveform. Just you are going to convert this into a waveform. Just for example, without representing the bit period and the other things, amplitude and all, I am drawing a just a pulse waveform. So I assume that this is 1, this is 0, this is for 1 1, this is for 0. So this way of converting a binary sequence into a waveform sequence, a digital signal, is called as line coding. So in this line coding, we are having many types of line coding techniques. Okay, over which you are going to have your digital data transmitted by this various transmission of the line coding techniques. Okay, and the line coding techniques, basically it is going to be called as on off. On indicates 1 and off indicates for transmitting 0 bits. So in general it is on off. Otherwise it is category is polar, another category is bipolar. So polar is going to be in unidirectional, bipolar is going to be bidirectional. That is, it is going to have positive as well as negative amplitude. So polar and bipolar. And there are many types. And in this, you are going to have return to zero, non-return to zero in both the categories. Apart from that, we have got Manchester coding, line coding. This is another type of line coding technique. And one is polar quaternary. Quaternary in the sense it is going to having 4 different amplitude levels of non-return to zero. Okay. And what is the main advantage of this line coding? Why we prefer line coding for digital data communication is the main advantage is this is going to decide your transmission bandwidth, how much bandwidth is required. So our aim is to minimize the bandwidth utilization. So it will make as small as possible when you go for a line coding technique. And next is it saves the power. So each and every pulse is going to carry some power, needs some power to carry from the transmitter into the receiver end. So how much power is needed for the entire transmission of the data bit sequence to be carried out? So if you are going to have the pulse width to be very, very small, then power needed is also obviously it will reduce. So you can improve the power efficiency, and error detection is possible, and error where the error has occurred, so you can detect it as well as correct it. Both things are possible. And you are going to have the power spectral density of your signal. Is it audible? Hello? Okay. So you are going to have the power spectral density, which is going to decide how much power is going to significantly power is going to be low, is a low frequency component, and this causes DC wandering the pulse stream when AC coupling is used. And an AC coupling is required since the DC paths provides by the cable pads, so in between the repeater sides are used to transmit the power required to operate the repeaters also. And it decides the adequate timing, what timing is needed, adequate timing, transparency. So these are the main properties of the line coding techniques, why we prefer for the line coding, why we convert the binary sequence into a digital signal. So you should be able to convert a binary sequence given into any form of digital sequence available. Now we will take our digital sequence, a binary sequence. Let the sequence be Is it visible? Okay. So, yeah, it's now clear. So let us have a sequence 1 0 1 1 0 1. Let it be the binary data bit available. So for this, we are going to see how to get the digital waveform, digital signal in different line coding techniques. So to start with, we'll have say there are two things, basically unipolar and bipolar. Uni refers to one-sided signal. Bipolar refers to both positive as well as negative. This is one classification. Another classification is return to zero and non-return to zero. Return to zero means each and every time the signal should reach the zero crossing. And this is going to be your amplitude. And this x-axis is going to be your time axis. Okay. So whenever your bit sequence for a specific bit, if you are going to have the digital signal crossing the zero level, then you call it as return to zero. Whenever there is no zero crossing at all, then we call it as non-return to zero. So first to start with, let us have first type unipolar. You can note down unipolar return to zero. So the name itself says it is unipolar. It is one-sided. Return to zero. So each and every time it has to return to 0. So before starting the digital waveform, what you are supposed to do is you draw with a scale a x-axis column, and in between you draw parallel lines which refers to the this is going to be your y-axis, and parallel x-axis lines which refers to the time axis, and you split this equally with a scale. So like this, you can make use of a scale. For the same width, you can draw multiple number of columns. So draw like this. And as a next step, what you do is you identify the center of each and every width. Okay. So half of it. So this entire period refers to the bit period of TB, 1 bit period, and this is half of TB value. Okay, half of the bit period. So return to 0 is the first digital signal waveform line coding technique what we are going to draw. If the bit is 1, it is going to have an amplitude, say A. A is the amplitude of the bit, and 1 up to half of the bit period, you draw a line and you bring it to 0 at the half of the value. So this is the entire bit period TB. For half of it, you draw the pulse. So this refers to bit 1 in case of unipolar return to 0. And you can have it is returning to 0 after half of the bit period. And this is also 0. The second bit is 0, so stay there itself. And next bit is once again 1. So for this, what you do is you raise from 0. For the half of the bit period, draw a pulse. Okay. And next bit, once again it is 1. Okay. After half of the bit period, make this 1 to 0. So for 1, you have to draw half of the bit period, positive A, then come to 0 level. Then the next bit is 1. So for the next bit 1, you draw a pulse for a half of the bit period. Then once again it is 0. After half of the bit period, the next bit is 0. So keep in the be in the same level of 0. Then it is 1. So half of the bit period, you draw it as 1. Hope you understood how to draw the unipolar return to 0. So unipolar is only one-sided, only positive half of the signal is taken, positive side of the signal is taken. Okay. Return to 0 is for every bit, for the half of the bit period only, you are going to have the amplitude to exist, and half of the bit, it is going to be 0. So this itself is going to save the bit energy. Your power required for transmitting a pulse is going to be minimum. You can save it. So how for transmitting 10110 bit, you can see only half of the pulse period of only half, 4 ones are there. In that half of that only is used. Okay. We'll see what is unipolar non-return to 0. Unipolar non-return to 0. Non-return to 0, now it is not going to return to the 0 level for half of the bit period. So it is going to have an amplitude of A. So this is for the entire period, the bit is going to be 1. For the entire TB period, the bit is 1. The second bit is 0. So stay in the 0 level of the axis. What is the next bit? What is the next bit? 1. So till this you can draw for 1. What is the next bit? Once again. Again 1. So stay in the same amplitude level A till that 1 ends. Okay. See whether the next bit is 0 or 1. If it is 0, fall down to 0. Or else stay in the same level. So for 0, for the entire bit period of TB, so this is TB, this is 2 TB, 3 TB, 4 TB, 5 TB, and last one is 6 TB. Okay, the last bit is 1. So stay for the full bit period, draw a straight line. Okay, now I think you understood what is the difference between these two signals. One is both are unipolar category, both are going to be in the positive direction. Okay, one is return to 0, another one is non-return to 0. In return to 0, for every half of the bit period, you have to return to the 0 level, whereas in non-return to 0, stay in the same level for the entire bit duration. For transmitting 1, you have to transmit or be in the same level of amplitude A. Okay. Next, we'll see the polar. Okay. Or we'll see bipolar and then we go on to polar. So what is bipolar? What is bi? Two amplitude levels. So it is going to have two amplitude levels. But here what we are going to see is bipolar non-return to 0 category. So what we are going to do is you are going to have two amplitude levels. First thing, one is positive A and other side is minus A. Both the sides. So this is going to be 0. Okay. Non-return to 0 of bipolar. So what do you mean by that? Suppose you take a sequence. Same sequence you have 1 0 1 1 0 1. Okay, what we are going to do is first bit is 1. So for the half of the bit period, you stay, sorry, not half of the bit period. For the full bit sequence, since it is non-return to 0, you stay at 1. And for 0, you come to the negative side. Sorry, not for 0. 0, you be here, in the 0 level itself. So this is the first one. For the second one, you come to the negative side. For the next one, you go to the positive side. And for the next 0, you stay in the 0 level. Okay. So what you are supposed to do is, for all the odd sequence of 1, you can see odd one is first one, it is positive. For the third one, it is positive. And this is the second one. You draw this to the minus A. Okay. And next, here it is. Next one is 1. So for the next one, it is even number of 1. Draw in the negative side. Okay. This is bipolar non-return to 0. So only for 0, you put it in the 0 level. For the first one, it should be in the positive side. For the second sequence of 1, it is in the negative. For the next bit 1, it is positive. For the next bit being 0, it is 0 itself. And since this is the fourth bit, that is the fourth one, not the fourth bit, it is actually sixth bit. Fourth one, so fourth one is even, so give it to the negative side. So this is how you are supposed to draw the bipolar non-return to 0 signal. Next, we will see polar RZ. Okay. Polar RZ is going to choose half of the amplitude of the entire A value. So it is going to be A by 2 minus A by 2, and this will be 0. Okay, first 3 unipolar return to 0, unipolar non-return to 0, bipolar non-return to 0. So all these things is going to have amplitude as A minus A or 0A, 0A on one side. Can you tell me what will be the bipolar return to 0, how it will appear? Can anyone try bipolar return to 0? Just you compare with unipolar return to 0. Can anyone
Just for
tell
the
me?
half TB, it will be executed now.
Yes, for the first half of the bit period, for 1 it will be 1, that is plus A. Then for 0,
It will be 0 only now. Continue.
okay. For the next bit 1,
It comes to negative region.
Negative, ma'am.
yeah, negative. So for the next bit 1, it will be in the negative side. That too for half of the
Half of
bit period. Okay, I will draw it here and show you. So we'll have this bipolar return to 0. First bit is 1 for half of the bit period. It is 1. Next bit is 0. So stay in the 0 level itself. The next bit is 1. For the next bit being 1, for the half of the bit period, instead of drawing for the full bit sequence, draw for half of the bit period and then return to 0. The next bit is 1. So it is the odd sequence of 1. So for the half of the bit period, draw the pulse. And the next bit is once again 0. Stay here. And the next bit is 1. Since it is even bit sequence of 1, for the half of the bit period, you draw the pulse. Hope you understood how to draw the bipolar return to 0. Any doubt? No. Okay. Let me proceed with the polar return to 0. So polar return to 0 is half of the amplitude of your bipolar. Okay. The same thing you are supposed to draw. So polar is it is A by 2, half of it. Then for 0, you come to the negative side, half of it. Okay, for 0, I am drawing this. Note down the difference between polar and bipolar. Okay, this is polar return to 0. So for 1, return to 0, so you have to return in the half the way of the bit period TB. For 0, you draw for the negative half. For the next one, you draw for the first half. For the next one also, you draw like this. For the 0, you come from the negative side. For 1, you come from the positive side. Hope you understood. Any doubt in polar return to 0? So this TB bit period, for the first bit is being 1, you draw this. For 1, it is A by 2 to half of it. For 0, it is minus A by 2 to half of it. For once again 1, A by 2, half of that. And next bit is 1 once again. It is 1. So draw for half the bit period, then come to 0. The next bit is 0. Draw it in the negative side. Minus A by 2, then return to 0. The next bit is 1. So draw for the positive pulse and return to 0. So this is polar return to 0. Okay. Next we will see polar non-return to 0. Okay. Polar non-return to 0 will be same thing, but it won't return to 0. Amplitude is A by 2 minus A by 2. Remember, it is not A and minus A like your bipolar. It is half of it. It is A by 2 and minus A by 2. So this will be for 1 and this will be for 0. Okay. Then there will be 2 ones. So 2 1 period, 0 and 1. Fine. Just a normal waveform. 1 0 1 1 0 1. Remember, it is half of the amplitude. It is a by 2 and minus a by 2. Next is Manchester line coding. Manchester line coding. Okay. For representing 1, you have to go from negative to positive. For representing to 0, you have to go from positive to negative. Okay. So this is a formula. Just how to represent a 1. 1 is represented from negative to positive and 0 is represented from positive to negative. Okay. Here also the amplitude is going to be a by 2 minus a by 2. What is your first bit? First bit is 1. So for 1, what is the formula you are supposed to use? For 1, it is negative to positive. Start from minus a by 2. Half of the way, you switch over to plus a by 2. Can you get me what is negative to positive? So this is, first bit is 1. For representing 1, the signal should start from negative amplitude to positive amplitude. Okay. And for 0, the next bit is 0. It should start from positive to negative. Okay. What is next bit? 1. 1 is negative to positive. The next bit is also 1. It is negative to positive. Then you can join this line. Okay. The next bit is 0. So positive to negative. The next bit is 1. It is negative to positive. So this is how you have to draw the Manchester line coding waveform. Is there any doubt? If you got any doubt, you can put it on the chat box. And today I will be giving some assignments in this line coding. I will be giving a binary sequence, set of binary sequence. You have to draw all these, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All 7 waveforms. Okay. I will give you binary sequence. You are supposed to draw the digital waveform, that is line coding waveform for the binary sequence given as an assignment. Draw it and you can upload by tomorrow evening. Okay. Shall I move on to the next topic? That's it about the line coding, how to draw the line coding for different line coding techniques we have seen. For us, example, we have taken a binary sequence as 1 0 1 1 0. Shall I proceed with the next topic? Okay. So the next topic is the most important topic, where you have to find the power spectral density of the line coding techniques. Okay. Hope it is visible or it is blurred. I think there is a network issue. Okay. So now we have seen the signaling format. How a binary sequence is being converted into a digital signal. So this digital signaling format is going to have discrete amplitudes. So the discrete amplitudes are mostly plus A or 0 or minus A, or in some cases it is A by 2 or minus A by 2. Still there is a problem in focusing the okay. So for the digital signal being generated, we should know how much power is needed for transmitting that digital data. So for basically what we are going to do is, you are going to just know what is going to be the power required for transmitting a single bit. For say transmitting 1, you have got a pulse. So what is the energy sitting on that pulse? How much power is needed for transmitting that pulse? In some cases, even 0 has got an amplitude. It may be a negative amplitude also. Suppose if it is going to be Manchester. Manchester starts with minus IA and then it ends up with a plus A. So even a 0 has got an amplitude on either side. So for transmitting a 0 bit also, you need some power. So for that, we should calculate what is the amount of power needed for transmitting that particular data sequence or bit sequence. So for that, we should know what is the power spectral density component of a line coding technique. So to start with, we have to know the basic principles of it and some of the basic equations related with the signal and the power being getting transmitted. So to start with, let us have the basic random process of representing the signal x of t. So x of t is summation of k is equal to minus infinity to infinity ak v of t minus kt. Okay, where ak is going to be the coefficient, that is your amplitude coefficient. Vk is the basic pulse shape and t is the symbol duration. So we have taken in the previous graph which we draw, the symbol duration was taken as TB. Okay, in some cases it was half of TB. So in general it's going to be the T. It is going to be the symbol duration. So the basic pulse V of T is going to be at logic T is equal to 0, where V of 0 is equal to 1. So initially if you are going to represent 1, it is going to be have an amplitude starting with A. So it is going to be taken as 1. So if it is going to be 1 or minus 1 will be the normal coefficients we prefer for representing a say high level logic or low level logic signal. And some of the definitions you have to know. So one of the definition needed is what is going to be the data rate. So the data signaling rate is called as the data rate and it is measured in bits per second, BPS, and the relation between the data rate and the bit rate is RB. RB is the bit rate which is equal to 1 by TB. It is a bit duration. TB is the bit duration. So this bit rate is nothing but the data rate or the bandwidth, the transmission capacity of the particular channel. Next is the modulation rate, and it is defined as the rate at which the signal level is changed. At what rate you are going to change the signal level between each and every bit duration. We saw for an example. So what was an example? We'll see once again the waveforms. Say here, after TB bit duration, for the next TB alone, there is a change in the amplitude from 0 to minus E. Whereas, take this waveform, between this bit duration, say here to here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 times change in the amplitude variation. It was minus A by 2, 0, plus A by 2, 0. So there are 4 switching over of the amplitudes. Whereas in this bipolar return, non-return to 0, for the same duration of 2 TB. Here, this is 1 TB and this is 2 TB. So, for the first TB period, it was the voltage was at 0 level, the signal was at 1 level, and during the next time period, the signal has changed to another level. So, only there was 2 times change in the levels of the signal. So, whereas here for the same 2 TB period, you have got there 4 transition of the amplitude. So, this is referred to the modulation rate. How much signal levels it is going to get changed during the bit duration. So, this referred as T, which is TB log to the base 2 of M. So, M refers to the number of levels. So, for the polar return to 0 for 2B time period, M levels, 4 levels have been changed. Whereas in bipolar, only 2 levels. So, this M refers to the number of levels. The symbol has changed its state or changed its amplitude. Okay. So, now we will see how to calculate the power spectral density for the different coding schemes. So, to know that, you should know what is the coefficient first for each and every signal. Okay. So, first you write out non-return to 0 format. In non-return to 0, you have got unipolar, bipolar, polar and Manchester. Finally, you'll see what is the polar quaternary waveform. So, in non-return to 0 itself, you have got 4 things: unipolar, polar, bipolar and Manchester. So, what is the coefficient? So, by seeing the waveform, you can say the coefficient. Non-return to 0 for unipolar is, it is going to be between 1 and 0. So, it is going to have a coefficient to be positive for 1 and 0 for the bit 0. Okay. Next one is polar. Polar non-return to 0. I will once again refer and show you with a graph. Okay. Unipolar non-return to 0. This is one coefficient representing the bit 1. Bit 0 should be represented with other coefficient. So, bit 1 is going to be having coefficient A and bit 0 is going to have a coefficient 0. Whereas, the next one is polar non-return to 0. So, what is polar non-return to 0? Polar non-return to 0 is going to have, for A, it has got a positive coefficient. Sorry, for 1, it has got a positive coefficient. And for 0, it has got a negative coefficient. So, it has got 2 coefficients. So, it is going to be A for 1 and minus A for 0 bit representation. Similarly, what is bipolar? Bipolar is going to have for alternate ones. For the first one, you will be having positive. For the next one, you will be having negative amplitude. For 0, it will be 0. So, you are going to have 2 coefficients possible. A is one coefficient, minus A is other coefficient for representing 1 itself. For alternative ones, for all odd ones, it will be positive A. For all even number of ones occurring in the sequence, it is minus A. And for 0, it is 0. Similarly, for Manchester, for A, it is 1. And for minus A, it is 0. It is negative to positive or positive to negative. You can have it in one sense. So, for 1, it is A, and for 0, it is minus A. And coming to the, this is about the coefficient function. But what is about your basic pulse shape? So, basic pulse shape is, normally it is going to be a rectangular pulse shape. Okay. So, for the first 3, unipolar, polar and bipolar, your V of t consists of a rectangular pulse of unit amplitude. Okay. And you can have a duration of TB. But what about Manchester? How you draw the Manchester? For 1,
Negative to positive.
How you draw? Yeah, negative to positive, and for 0, positive to negative. So the voltage itself has got two values. So here the VT is said to be double pulse, doublet pulse. The pulse shape is going to be doublet. For representing 1 itself, it is moving from negative to positive, and for representing 0, it moves from positive to negative. So here the pulse is called as a doublet pulse, and it is going to have a height to be plus or minus 1 because it is negative to positive. So it has got negative amplitude as well as positive amplitude for 1 bit duration, and it is going to have for 0 positive amplitude to negative amplitude. So the height of the pulse here, it is referred as plus or minus 1, and it is called as a doublet pulse, whereas in the other cases it's called as a rectangular pulse. And the bit duration is going to be TB. Okay. And finally, we'll see the other type of polarity, quaternary pulse. Quaternary pulse is a different pulse. See, so far what we have taken is only single bit. For representing the quaternary line coding technique, you have to take two consecutive bits. Okay. Suppose what we took was 1 0 1 1 0 1 was the bit sequence we have taken. Okay. In that, first you take 1 0, second 2 bits is 1 1, and last 2 bits is 0 1. So for representing 2 bits, you have to choose different amplitude levels. So previous cases we had only two possibility of amplitude levels, either 0 or a positive amplitude, or a positive amplitude and a negative amplitude, or sometimes we'll be having 0 crossing, return to 0 crossing. In non-return to 0 and all, we had only 2 amplitude levels. Whereas in case of the quaternary, you are going to have line coding technique, you are going to have 4 levels of voltages. Okay, the 4 levels of voltages are positive 3A and negative 3A, positive A and negative A. Of course, you will be having a 0 axis. So positive 3A represents a digit 1 1. It's a die bit. Okay, concept is die bit. You just pair 2 bits. So hence it is called as die bit. So when it is 1 1, you have to represent 3A. When it is 1 0, you have to represent with A. When it is 0 1, you have to represent with minus E. And for 0 0, you have to represent with minus 3A. So for example, here I have taken 0 0 1 1 0. Okay. It is 0 0 1 1 and 0. So what is 0 0 according to quaternary bidigit? What is the amplitude for 0 0? Look into the table. What is the
Minus
amplitude
3A.
for 0 0? It is minus 3A. So just you draw the y-axis and mark the levels. Center will be 0, A, 3A on the positive y-axis, and minus A and minus 3 on the negative side. So since the first 2 bits are 0 0, start with minus 3A. And the bit duration will be 2 TB. For bit 0, it is TB. For next bit, it is 2 TB. Okay. And what is next bit? 1 1. What is 1 1? What is the amplitude for representing 1 1? Yeah, 3A. So just from here, you switch to 3A amplitude level for representing 1 1. Okay. And next bit is, assume it is 0. Once again, 1 0. Assume it is 1 0. So next bit sequence is 1 0. For 1 0, you have to choose to switch to A. So from this level, 3A, you switch to this A level. And next I have drawn for 0 1 sequence, it is minus A. So this entire thing is going to be for these 8 bits. 8 bit is going to be your 1 byte. Am I right? So for representing a byte of data, you have to go for 4 amplitude levels. That is going to be your quaternary line coding technique. So here it is going to be a rectangular pulse only, but it is going to have different amplitude levels. Okay. So unit of amplitude levels is going to vary between 2 TB time period. For every 2 TB period, there will be change in the amplitude. So this is your quaternary way of representing the signal. Okay. I think I don't find time today. Tomorrow you have class, huh? Or your class was over by Monday? Tomorrow you have got 2 hours or 1 hour class?
Tomorrow no class, ma'am.
Tomorrow, so you had 2 hours on Monday, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I will give instruction for your CIA exam. I will wind up so Monday you have got your CIA one. I hope you everyone received the timetable. Okay. Say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I don't know about the timing. If they say by afternoon means we'll be having it from 1 to 3. Okay. If they specify the timing means we may have the exam by morning itself. Okay. And coming to the portions. So your portion for the CIA is going to be open or not? Are you able to see the screen? So these 2 units is for your CA exam. Okay. And what you can expect is, in this, you can expect problem in channel capacity and Shannon-Fanon-Huffman coding. Last week we did some problem, no? To find the entropy, efficiency, remember?
Send notes, ma'am.
First answer my question. Send notes means I have even sent the video, I think. Did I send the video to you? Okay, I will share the video link once again for the Shannon-Fanon-Huffman coding. So you can expect problem in those 2 topics. And for the first unit, you can refer the PPT itself, because in the first unit, only formulas you to be used, the definitions for the discrete memory list channel, entropy, what is mutual information, what are the properties of mutual information, everything is discussed in the PPT itself. Okay. You once again go through the videos which is uploaded in the Moodle. And for the Shannon-Fanon coding and Huffman coding, I will share my video once again, which I taught on that class previous week. Just you once again listen to the video. I have explained it in step-by-step process. So try to understand. Take your own problems of any probability and try to solve it and get the entropy, efficiency, and the redundancy of the problem, average length, and the code word. Okay. And coming to the second unit, I have scanned only half of the syllabus. Okay, you much concentrate on the first half of the for the second unit. That is GPCM, delta modulation, ADPCM, and ADM. Refer to these topics. Read well for these topics. For you can expect more big questions or part C and part B questions in these topics. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the exam duration is will be for 1 pass. Timing I will mention you in the WhatsApp group. Monday will be the exam. Okay. So all the third years will be writing together in one time slot. So timing is not yet finalized. All the 300 students will be writing in the same timing. Okay. Any other doubt? Okay, let me stop sharing the screen. And see that you have to write the exam with your cameras turned on. Okay, you should not mute like this. And for the classes, every class, I'm not able to see your faces at all. I don't know why you people hide your face. Fine. So for exam, everyone, each and everyone should show your.
Ma'am, after exam we will have classes, ma'am. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Divya. Divya. Okay. Bharat.
Present, ma'am.
Well, in the meet, I don't know why she is not answering.
Ma'am.
See, if you
No
are
one
not,
is left, ma'am.
okay, if you are not answering, I will be marking absent only. Don't say that
Ma'am,
I
no one is left, ma'am.
and all. Valla Divya.
No one is left, ma'am.
No, she is there. I'm seeing her on the screen. No,
Yes.
she is there in the screen, but not answering for the attendance. Okay, Bharat.
Present, ma'am.
Vinay.
Present, ma'am.
Lakshmi Prasad.
Present, ma'am.
Rohit.
Present, ma'am.
Sunita.
Present, ma'am.
Chandru.
Present, ma'am.
Sumant Kumar.
Present, ma'am.
Harshavardhan.
Ma'am.
Nikita.
Present, ma'am.
Sai Chaitanya.
Present, ma'am.
Sumant. Sumant Kumar. Praveen Kumar Reddy.
Present, ma'am.
Dinesh Kumar.
Present,
Jagdish Reddy.
ma'am. Sumant Kumar, present, ma'am.
Sumant. Okay. Where is Sumant? Okay. Jagdish Reddy.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Chandra Harish Reddy.
Present, ma'am.
Ilavarasan.
Present, ma'am.
Mukesh Reddy.
Yes, ma'am.
Sai Kumar Reddy.
Present, ma'am.
Sai Reddy.
Present, ma'am.
Sai Ishwar.
Present, ma'am.
Ganapati.
Present, ma'am.
Harish Kumar Reddy.
Present, ma'am.
Gokula Krishnan.
Present, ma'am.
Sriram.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Rajashekar Gulapalli.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Anil Kumar Reddy.
Present, ma'am.
Harish. BG.
Present, ma'am.
Bharatwas.
Present, ma'am.
Nikhil Sai.
Present, ma'am.
Gopichand.
Present, ma'am.
Anirudh.
Yes, ma'am.
Ronak.
Present, ma'am.
Gopagmagiri Sai.
Present, ma'am.
Anvesh Reddy.
Present, ma'am.
Venkata Sai.
Present, ma'am.
Harshavardhan. Harshavardhan. Manish Reddy. Venkatacharan.
Present, ma'am.
Manish Reddy present. Okay. Venkatacharan.
Present, ma'am.
Venkatacharan. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
present. Jyotish. Jyotish.
Present,
Okay.
ma'am.
Avinash.
Present, ma'am.
Manjunath. Manjunath,
Yes, ma'am.
Sudarshan Chaudhary,
Present, ma'am.